Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Renee. I'm a homeschooling mom to a 10, 8, and a 4-year-old. Y'all, this is our second year of homeschooling. I am so excited that we are in this space. For this year, you guys, I'm looking at it completely differently than I did my first year. I know first years are trial and error, or really maybe every year is trial and error until you figure out the rhythm and flow that works for your family. That's kind of where we are. I did a lot of reflecting from last year to this year, and I want to change up a few things. Our family subjects being our biggest one that I kind of want to add a little bit more subjects in, make it more so like a heavier load, not heavy where it's like going to be so much more intense, but just adding some things that I would usually do with the girls kind of one-on-one into our family subjects. And I'm hoping that this will help us out a lot more with me not burning out as easily as I did last year. All right, y'all. So with all that being said, y'all see that title? We're going to be talking all about our family subjects for the 2024-2025 school year. Before I jump in, I do want to say that I will be giving you guys some flip throughs of some of the curriculum that I have through this video. So stay tuned for that as well. We're going to start with art. Art came from last year. We did a spring, our first unit study, and it was a spring unit study. And the art course it wasn't a unit study, but I added it in because I thought it would be cool and went with the theme. It was her backyard bundle from Lily and Thistle, and it was birds. And we discovered watercolor through her art program. And from then, I went back and purchased her watercolor course. And we have been loving that. I do say we because I do join the girls doing her watercolor course. It's really good. We love it. And I love that she has different seasons that you can go through. And we're loving that, y'all. So check out Lily and Thistle. I'll link that below if you guys want to check that out. Also, you guys, when it comes to art, one of my convention finds when I was just all over the place in there is these Draw Right Now books. They are really cute. I just thought that this will be really good for us to use as we go through our days, to just maybe add these in here and there. So that's how we're going to be doing art this year. All right, guys. So moving on into science. I'm gonna just go ahead and say this. Y'all, please do not judge me because I did kind of run out with these subjects, these family subjects. I ran out, okay? That's basically all I'm trying to tell you. So I'm gonna be going through, let's just start. Okay, so last year, we have been doing the introductory science from Science Shepherd. I did purchase workbook B for my older daughter and then A for my younger. We did not get to finish last year, so we're going to go through and wrap this up this year. And it did come with the answer key for level A and level B. And this is a video-based course, which I love. Anytime I can get just a little break and I don't have to really teach and I can kind of sit back and watch and just, give my opinion here and there, I am all for that. And we really love this curriculum. It's been really good. So I want to finish this out with the girls and maybe move forward with it. I don't know, but we do like it. So the next thing, well, I guess let's talk about this really quickly before I move on to the next thing. I want to try something called looping this year. I'm having so many different curriculums within a subject, and I'm going to link below a homeschooling mom that she does really good with explaining what looping is, and she gives you really good examples showing you how it works. I'll link her down below so y'all can check her out. But my goal this year is to give looping a try. Maybe this is the answer to why I was getting burnt. I don't know, y'all. I'm still trying to figure out why I got so burnt out that first year, but I'm hoping maybe this could shed some more light or give us more of a rhythm through our days. I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep you posted. But that's my goal for this year. Let's maybe try looping. The next science course or curriculum that I chose is from Generations. We know Generations because we've been doing their social studies when it comes to taking the Middle East for Jesus. I think is what we did last year. I want to segue into a human body unit study. Y'all, that was my goal last year, to do a human body unit study. I was so indecisive with the things that I was trying to figure out to do that I didn't even do it because I could not make up my mind. So here we are now. When I discovered this science book or curriculum, I feel like this would be a great way to segue into a human body unit study. It's called God Made Me. It also came with the activity book, or I had to purchase it separately, but this is the activity books that it comes with. I have 2, level 3 for my girls. The human body unit study is going to be a must this year for us, just because that's the phase they are in this life. I know they're 3rd and 5th grade, but the access that they have that we didn't have, you guys get what I'm saying. Last but not least, when it comes to science, I know, like I told you, I'm kind of overdoing it in every subject, but hear me out. We're going to be trying this looping. If you're not new here, you have heard me say her name multiple times throughout a lot of my videos. Jessica over at the Waldock-way. Yeah, I don't know why I have to say her name in that tone every time, but let me show you guys what she has over on her website. Look, human body unit study, y'all. The excitement I had discovering that she had this unit study. It is PDF. I printed it out, got it printed from my favorite printing company, the Homeschool Printing Company, and I used these binders to put it in for my girls. But y'all, I'm so excited to go through this. Why? Because I was so indecisive that I wasn't able to do the human body unit study, but I know that I don't have to worry about a single thing because she is so detailed with putting her curriculum or courses together that I don't have to worry about anything at all. She lists the books that you need, games she has in there, YouTube QR code links to the different systems. For this particular one, it's the different systems of the body. And y'all, it's just so detailed and I don't have to worry about anything, but just, you give me a list of things that I need to get, I can do that, okay? And I don't have to worry about anything else. Like, sign me up. So that's why I really love her curriculums. So we're going to be going through this year, and I'm really excited about the different science programs that I chose to put together this year. So y'all, this is our science. All right, guys, so let's move into social studies. Same thing. I ran out, okay? You guys see all this curriculum program. This is what we're going to be doing for social studies. Last year, we did have our history, did not finish it. So I want to add this back in this year, as well as taking the Middle East for Jesus. This is my teacher's guide, as well as the student notebook. Of course, I have another one for my other child, but this is the student workbook. We really liked this program as well. Came really close to finish it, did not. I want to wrap this up so we can move forward to the next book that we purchased, which is Taking the Americas for Jesus. This is my teacher's guide, as well as the student workbooks for the girls. Really like this program as well, so I wanted to dive into the next one, and for us it's Taking the Americas for Jesus. Also, guys, back over Jessica over at the Waldock-way, we were doing Traveling the States, or I can say we are doing, because we're just about wrapping this up. My girls had a personal goal of memorizing the states and the capitals, and I'm so proud to say they are accomplishing that goal. I'm very, very proud of them for accomplishing that goal. This is the student manual, and it does come with the teacher manual. Printed it and put it in my own little folder, as well as the student manual. And it comes with nature profiles. Look how beautiful that is, guys. Really, really good program. We love it. So just about wrapping that up, I did purchase this for us to kind of go through. Let's draw the USA. But after we kind of wrap all this up, guys, guess what? I decided to continue on with another one of her curriculum programs, and it is called Traveling the World. This is the student notebook, y'all. So excited to go through this because I know just when you know you're about to get it's just the details, and we are learning and they are enjoying going through this. Y'all, we love her courses. This is Traveling the World, this notebook, and it comes with the teacher's manual. And like I said, y'all, she gives you the resources that you need for her program. And I love that. I'm trying to show you guys. It's a little one. Just for example, Africa, Morocco gives you like a little QR code for a YouTube playlist to go with the lesson. Y'all, 10 out of 10 with her program. Comes with this teacher manual, as well as the animal profiles. I'll show you a picture of it. Isn't that so cool? We love her programs over here. But that's what we're going to be doing with Jessica over at the Waldock Way. We did purchase some of the resources, not all. Some of them include the global art, as well as the travel book. But that's going to be our social studies for this year. Really, really excited to dive into all of these programs, the curriculums. All right, guys, so moving right along into poetry. What do I have to say about poetry? Not a lot, but a lot at the same time. Going through a lot of the ELA curriculums, I've noticed, let me know if you have in the comments below, that a lot of the curriculums mention or talk about poetry in some way, whether it's reading it to your child or having them read it to you. Quick context, my third grader at this point, last year, we were doing copy work with poetry. Mr. Poudwa over at IEW has a really, really good talk about copy work from composition. And it does have poetry in there, but the talk, I'm not going to butcher it, but I will link that below for you guys to give that a listen to whenever you guys have the chance. She was doing copy work with poetry. So I try to introduce poetry as much as I can to them, whether it's reading to them or them having them reading it to me. I wanted to add something else into our homeschool this year when it came to poetry. Since we are talking about Mr. Poudwa over at IEW, perfect way to segue into another course that they have that I'm really excited to get into with my girls. It is poetry memorization. The linguistic development through poetry memorization, a mastery learning approach. Y'all, I'm going to give you guys a flip through of this so you can see everything that it has with it and just to kind of get a feel for it. I'm also going to read you guys an overview that is located on their website, just talking about this program in general, but I'm really excited to introduce this approach into our homeschooling, kind of play with it and see how it goes. All right, y'all, so let's dive into this program. I'll give you a little flip through so you guys can see what this program has to offer. All right, y'all, so with this, you're also going to receive a bonus DVD of Mr. Poudwa's Conference Talk, Nurturing Competent Communicators. This teaching tool includes a book with 96 poems and speeches, as well as all the poems and speeches read on CD for ease of memorization. Instructions, memory charts, certificates, and poet biographies are also included, as well as a complimentary printed student book. Given the linguistic and cultural beliefs of memorizing poetry, this resource may be one of the best uses of your available school hours. Recitation of memorized poems can easily be done away from a desk. Classroom teachers can encourage students to practice at recess, in the car, and with their parents and siblings at home. Teaching parents can play the CD during meals, car trips, or chore time. Memorizing new poems get easier in direct proportion to the number of poems already learned. In other words, The more you have learned, the faster you can learn more. All right, so what do you guys think? I'm really excited to give this a try and see how it goes in our homeschool this year. Now we're going to be talking all about finances. I don't know if your kids are anything like mine, but they don't think budgets exist. And anytime I speak about a budget, they're like, And I don't want them to have that relationship with money where you think you can just go out and blow money and you have absolutely no consequences, or you feel like you can get whatever you want because your parents have unlimited fun. I have no idea why they feel this way. I don't know. I guess that's a good way to feel, but no. Okay. You need to know the importance of money and how to handle it and how not to mismanage it. How many of you have, like, if somebody says a name and that they're famous for that particular thing, it just automatically pops in your head? Like if somebody says, who's the greatest basketball player of all time? Everybody's like, I'm not going to say the name. And who's the biggest pop star? The name just pops up. When I say budget, the name, I'm pretty sure there are other budget people but for me, I feel like the budget guy is Dave Ramsey. And I was very excited to learn that he has a course for younger kids. I think he has a course for older children, but this is geared towards the younger grades. It's called Financial Peace Kids, teaching kids how to win with money, ages 3 to 10. Right in the sweet spots of my girls' ages. Yeah, we're going to unbox this together so you guys can see everything that's included in this. I really like how he teaches budgets for the adults. I have not ever been through the children's courses or the upper grades, but I just feel from him teaching adults with kids, I'm going to like how he show how this course is. I'm excited to go through this with them. We're going to box this together and I'm going to show you all the things that it comes with, and then we're going to go from there. So what did you guys think about the finances course? I really think it's going to be a hit. I'm excited to go through that. Next, let's move on to foreign language. We have been doing talkbox.mom and we did box 1. We did finish our box 1 and we're going to be moving on to box 2, which is going to be the action and games. Y'all, we've really been loving talkbox.mom, the approach to how you learn Spanish. I love the approach that she takes. You're going to be using the phrases in your everyday life, and I think that's why it really has stuck with us. So we want to keep moving forward with it. I did have a little problem with being consistent with it. We went back and we purchased this little power practice planner from her, talkbox.mom, and you just go in it and you put what this is the phrase that you learn, and you kind of just tick off all the times that you used it. I feel like this helped me a lot with being more consistent. I don't know if it was just the art of me, the act of me having to write down what we've learned or what it was, but this has helped me a lot with being consistent with this course. Do you need this? No, you do not. But I thought it was cute, and so we purchased this as well. And like I said, we're doing box number 2, actions and games. Also, guys, y'all, I love this. This is over 1,700 phrases that you guys can go through as well. And we have her app on the phone. You listen to the audio. You guys repeat the audio together, and then you use the phrases that you repeat to each other in everyday lives. Last year, I gave the example of, I think it was, let's have a snack, or I want snacks. And like I said, my kids picked up on that immediately because they asked me for snacks over 1 million times in a day. So they picked that up really quickly. We learned, can I have some juice? Again, my children ask for juice 1 million times a day. So like I said, using this in our everyday life has helped us a lot. And I want to stick with this because this is really, really, really helping us learn Spanish. I don't know if I said what language we were learning, but it's Spanish. We chose Spanish. There's many other languages on there if you want to learn a different one and not Spanish, but we're going to start with Spanish. And I feel like eventually we'll probably move on to something else, but for right now, Spanish is the one we're going to be going with. Talkbox.mom, we really like it, and we're going to continue moving forward with it. First off, let me say thank you guys so much for sticking along in this video thus far. We are going to be moving into coding. My 3rd graders picks curriculum video, I mentioned that she wants to get into coding. We've been researching different online programs that we can get into. I'm still trying to narrow some down. I don't know if it's just me being so indecisive. If you guys have any recommendations for coding, online coding program, please drop that in the comments down below. I would love to hear just some that you guys have tried and just maybe some that you would recommend. Will help us out a lot. Quick context on this. One of those late night scrolls where, you just signing up for random people's emails list. It was, I can't even remember. I think it was some kind of homeschooling magazine. I'm not even sure, but I filled it out for whatever reason. Probably just more than likely just getting more information on homeschooling. I don't remember what from homeschooling I was looking up at that point. Filled the emails out. A couple of weeks later, they emailed me a magazine, a homeschool magazine. I read through it, and what stood out to me was this woman's coding course. And what was different about it is she's teaching coding without screens, without being on the computer. I know you're like, don't you think you should be on the screens? I feel like, yeah, eventually you probably should get on the screens and, do some online coding or whatever. For right now, I guess maybe since I'm so indecisive with what we're going to be doing when it comes to coding, I do want to give her program a try. I will link her information down below. I believe her name is Lauren at Salt and Lightspeed, but I'll link her down below if you guys want to check her out. Now, this unit study is the first, from my understanding of, I think she has 6 more that she's going to be coming out with. And it is a unit study called Variables, Learning Programming Unplugged. So right now, this is the coding that I decided that both of the girls are going to be doing together, and we'll kind of see. Zara is more interested in coding, but I feel like the way that this program goes, I think Lauren will be interested in it as well. So I'm going to be going through this. I will let you know how this goes in maybe our first quarter update. But this is where we're going to start with coding. All right, y'all, hang in there with me. We are almost through our family subjects. This next one is vocabulary. Now, if you've seen in my third graders picks and my fifth graders picks video, I did purchase them their own vocabulary program. However, this year, I want to add in vocabulary to our family subjects. I just feel like this would be a better fit for me because the load, guys, of just trying to be there for everyone, I just feel like this would be the better fit. I don't know. For some reason, vocabulary, I feel, would work for family subjects simply because I know that one's in the third and one's in the fifth. I did try to cater towards vocabulary programs that would fit for both of them. One of them hits it perfectly. The other one is geared towards third grade. I'll show you guys in a few seconds. My fifth grader, she does have a hard time with finding things in context or the reading comprehension. So I feel like taking a step back will be more beneficial to her than just moving her along and for her to become more frustrated. So with these two programs that I'm going to show you guys, I feel like it's going to work perfectly for them, and teaching them this at the same time, I feel like it's going to help me out a lot. So let's start with the one that is catered towards the third and sixth graders. It is called Word Wisdom, Unlocking Vocabulary in Context. This is the teacher's guide. And here are their workbooks. I am going to show you guys a flip through of both of these vocabulary programs so you can get a feel for it. The second that's geared towards third graders is called Vocabulet. This is my teacher guide, and this is book C. And here are their student books. We're going to just go ahead and dive in, and I'll show you what these programs offer. Just do a little flip through so you guys can get a feel for that. So let's go ahead and do that, and then I will jump back in and see you guys in a few. All right, y'all. Last but certainly not the least, theology. This is something new we will be adding into our family subjects. Now, when it came to our devotions and studying the Bible, I like to say I love the direction we are going. However, I just want to take it up a step further. Now, a while back, I was listening to a podcast. I love my podcast, y'all. And this podcast was with the Perrys. The hosts are Jackie Hill Perry and her husband Preston. This wasn't about homeschooling, but they mentioned in there that they did homeschool their kids and that they taught them theology. So when I sat back and thought, I was like, you know what? I want to add this into our family subjects. I want to see how this would look for our family this year. So we're going to be doing theology. I just did some research, and from that research, I have attempted to put a theology course together that I feel will work for our family at this time, and hopefully this will build on from here. Disclaimer, y'all, do not judge me. This is what I feel is going to work for our family, and I will eventually be adding in more resources. So let's just dive into what that course is. This curriculum is from Apologia and it's called Who is God? And I also purchased the junior notebooking journal for each one of my girls. And y'all, of course, I'm going to be showing you guys a flip through. Matter of fact, let's just get into that now. I also want to share with you guys some books that we will be reading together. This doesn't go with the curriculum, but just something to kind of add in here and there throughout our homeschool day. Also, y'all, if you guys have any more recommendations for some theology type curriculum, Bible based, please drop that below. I would appreciate that a lot. All right, y'all. So guess what? If you have made it this far through this video, thank you. But I want to say this completes our family subjects for this year. Very excited about all of the curriculum that I've chosen for our family subjects this year. I am new to loop scheduling, y'all. So again, with the trial and error, who knows if this will work or not for our family, but I feel like it would help me be more consistent with getting to subjects that we kind of had a hard time getting to last year. Also this year, I have reflected a lot on how last year went, and I feel like my thought process has shifted a lot going into this year, and I can already feel the change. My children are they are responding a lot differently. I feel like our days are more like we're going more with the flow, and not everybody is feeling like, I don't want to just say uptight, but it's just like, I really feel like we're getting into finding our rhythm. I'm proud of my family, and I'm proud of where we are so far. I don't know if we're finding our rhythm, and that's maybe why I'm feeling so much lighter. I don't want to jinx it. So far, y'all, really good. But as always, I will keep you guys updated. More than likely, I'm going to be doing like a Q1 update. So stay tuned for that. But until then, guys, I will see you on the next video. Bye.